Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome to the Joys of Sorrow channel. I am Joys of Sorrow. So I just released a video of the Aquarium Mini Bow 2.5 gallon aquarium. That aquarium I bought a little while ago, and it was my first of the, I guess you'd call them nano tanks or nano aquariums ever. Main reason that it attracted me was because it was under $30. It is compact and small. It has a filtration system, uh, and I honestly thought it was like one of the few things out there that wasn't ridiculously, too small, like a 1 gallon. But then I was at my local Petco the other day. Or, I'm sorry, not Petco, Petsmart, uh, and I saw that they were having a sale on some things. So I decided, since I ended up thinking that the Aquarium was the only one that was out there, and I found out that I was wrong, it would probably be a good idea to review both of the same kind of tank in the same size, but from different brands. So, if you guys have ever been to Petsmart, Top Fin is the brand for Petsmart. And Top Fin here has this Imagine 2.5 gallon aquarium. Now, the Aquarium Mini Bows come in 1 gallon, 1.6, 2.5, and 5.0. The Top Fin Imagine have only the 2.5 and the 5 gallon versions available right now. So I have yet to actually open this up, guys. So we're going to call this an unboxing video of the Top Fin Imagine 2.5 gallon aquarium kit. So, all right, let's look at the back. This is again one of the kind of main reasons I picked this up, because it does seem to have a lot of the similarities to the Aquarium tank that I already have. Just made by a different company. So it would be nice to see who makes the better one. When you do go to PetSmart, though, the price on there is $34.99. However, PetSmart matches its own online pricing. So on their website, I saw this yesterday for $25.99, which was about $2, $3 lower than what I paid for the Aquarium. And I went today, and it was on sale it was $34.99. However, when I talked to one of the sales reps, they immediately told me that PetSmart will match its own prices online. So when I bought this, I got it for the $25.99 price, not the $34.99 price. So if you do decide you're going to go either get yourself this tank or any of the other Top Fin or PetSmart branded tanks, if it's cheaper online, go ahead and save the link on your phone on a tab, go to the store, and when you're going to go pay, show them on your phone, on your browser, that it is cheaper online on their website, and they will bring down the price to the website's price. Alright, so let's go ahead and open this up. There's two little tabs right here, so we can just pull out and upward. There we go. Very simple. Bring these out. Alright, first thing on the top is the actual lid. It was kind of weird that when I unpacked the Aquarium Mini Bowl, the lid's actually at the bottom and not at the top. So here are your lights and your hood. It is it's a 12-volt LED lighting system. This one seems to actually have 3 LEDs on it, or maybe just 2, and I'm not seeing correctly what's in the middle. There is a small feeding port, which this one actually has a door. The Aquarium little feeding hole at the top is, it's always open. However, I will note that on the Aquarium, this top is a lot taller. So even though it's open, I'm assuming because it's taller, it's less likely the fish will jump out. And I'm getting these tanks for betas. Betas do have a tendency to jump out of the water because they are top water feeders. So this is actually a good thing to have. Alright, so let's put that down. Next is, it looks to be the filter. This is cardboard. So, similar style filter to the one on the Aquarium already. This is a 120 volt 3.8 watt filter. It says it does about 12 gallons per hour, which again, this is a 2.5 gallon tank. You want it to do at least you want your filter to cycle at least 4 times the amount of water within an hour to match that tank that you're going on. So since this is doing 12 gallons per hour, it's a 2.5. You got 5, 7.5, 10, 12. So you're just almost there at about the 4 times. Aside from that, I mean, it looks pretty simply made. Bigger reservoir inside the bottom there than on the other one. And then the filter is right here. It looks like this filter actually sits on that sideways, like so. So that's a little interesting. That does give me some room because I still have some of those black coarse sponges that I can probably put one of those sponges in here to, if I have to lower the flow, to lower the flow. Also, it's a good idea for you to have some kind of sponge in these type of filters. At least that's my opinion from the research that I've done, whether it be a pre-sponge or one that will fit inside. This will help with the beneficial bacteria to cling onto something rather than you keep losing it every time you replace these. So, all right, let's put that right there. And this is probably going to be an electrical switch of some sort. Yep. Basic light switch and basic inline switch. It is of course, 12 volt at 300 milliamps. So you could technically run the lights on an inverter. Well, you could technically run the whole tank on an inverter, and it's not gonna eat up a lot of power. So that's kind of good if you're, if you're living off grid and you want to have your own little mini tank. Instructions. More instructions. This is for the actual tank, and it says right there 2.5, and the 5 gallon because they come in 2 versions, and then this is the one for the filter. Okay, now it's actually, well, before we get the tank, well, I can get the whole thing out. There we go. Very lightweight, guys. It is acrylic after all, not heavy whatsoever. I do want to actually get this bag out. But before that, I gotta get this middle piece out. And this here is a divider. So let's say if you had 2 betas and you wanted to keep them in the same tank, or 2 different fish, you want to keep them in the same tank, you could put that divider and keep them in the same tank. And then you have technically 1.25 gallons of space for each creature that you put in there. Let us check this out. Now, very important, guys, the most important thing you need to do when you open these is, aside from being carefully pulling everything out, check the acrylic. Don't be surprised if there's a few scratches here and there. That's pretty much a given. Depending on the kind of person you are, there might be some scratches you might want to forgive. For example, this one right here has a little bit of a scratch right there. It's not a deep scratch, though. It's mainly cosmetic. I don't give a fuck about it. There's another one right here in the back as well, but it's over here at the top. For that kind of cosmetic damage, I don't care. Now, that's not to say that if you receive a defective product, you shouldn't return it. Obviously, if you feel like you have a defective product, please, by all means, take it back right away. Get it replaced. Again, these aren't things that are going to bother me in the long run because this tank will end up getting dirty in a short amount of time. Also, with acrylics, acrylic is always going to get scratched more easily. So you do have to consider that when you're going with an acrylic tank like this, there are going to be some specialty items you will need. The main specialty item will be an acrylic algae sponge. and it has to be an acrylic algae sponge so that it doesn't scratch up the tank itself so badly. If you use any other type of sponge, it is going to really scratch up this acrylic. I've worked with acrylic before on other applications, and believe me, I understand that. Now, as far as cleaning it goes, I just want to make a quick note. A little bit of vinegar, a lot of water. A little bit of vinegar, a lot of hot water. Or not hot water, but warm water. You don't want too hot of water because you don't want to end up warping something in this. But no chemicals, no abrasive products, just an acrylic sponge, for cleaning algae once it's already been set up. But a little bit of vinegar and a lot of water to rinse it out. And rinse it out as best as you can to get rid of any faint smell of vinegar. Okay, so let's just set this up in the method that it's supposed to be set up. So this goes down, has a little arrow at the top right there that points downward. There are 2 grooves on the side, on each side of the lid right here for this divider to go. The filter looks like it just hangs, so let's use the box picture here. All right, looks like it hangs right here, right at this corner. Let me show you guys something. Grab my camera here. Sorry about that. If you look down here into the top here, there's this little groove and lip. That is where your filter goes. As you see, the filter actually has a little bit of a mounting area right there, and on the side where this wire is, that's pretty much it. You just press it on and you're good to go. All right, let's put this back right here. Okay, so filter is on. Let me just some wiring here. There you go. Then said cartridge, you would open up, and then I'll show you guys again here on this filter. Sorry about that. You'll see right here and right there these little indents so that this filter sits as such sideways. The water is most likely going to come from this side right here and pour out, push out from this side. So there's a little bit of room to get in some extra sponges for filtration. So that's good. Okay. Cool. All right. Now then we got the lid. And then now the cool thing about the lid is there's 2 areas in the back that are open for managing wires, which one is perfect for the area where the filter is at right here, and the lights can go on this side over here. All right. Then obviously we would just pull this out, unwind the line holder, and I actually have a free plug near me, I think, so I can go ahead and plug this in just to see if these lights work. Okay. And voila, lights work. And this inline switch controls the lights on, lights off. There are no custom colors like some of the ones that you see, like for example, Walmart sells the Aquaculture brand and the Tetra brand micro tanks for anywhere from a ½ gallon to 3 gallons. Those usually have a multi-light system, usually red, green, blue, purple, pink, all sorts of colors, and in some of them it can rotate through the colors. But I think that's fucking useless. It's a fish tank, not a nightlight. If anything, there should be a white light setting or daytime setting and a nighttime, like a moonlight setting. Some of the more expensive tanks do have that, but again, you're going into the more expensive territory. So that pretty much does it for the unboxing of the Top Fin Imagine 2.5 gallon aquarium. I will be setting this up soon, maybe not today, but most likely tomorrow. As far as what's going to go in this tank, I have 5 pounds of black aquarium gravel or substrate, whatever you want to call it. That should be perfect for the bottom of the tank. I do have some of the old betas plants, like this fake plant right here, and then this was a log that the beta can hide in. It actually fell on the floor and broke, but I ended up sanding it down and cleaning it up so that it could still be used. So something like that. And I also went and picked up some of these another top fin fake plants. Now the cool thing about these top fin fake plants, especially the mini versions, they're usually about 99 cents to $2 a piece. So if you're just looking for a cheap fake plant setup to go, 99 cents, 99 cents. I think this was the most costliest one out of all things, $4.95. But again, this was actually, there was a big chunk right here that fell off because I dropped it. And there's actually still a crack in there where you could probably see some of the light going around it, but it's still good. So these items will be going into this tank. I don't think I'm going to be putting any live plants in this tank, or at least I'm not sure of yet. I kind of want to do a little bit of a comparison kind of thing, you know. I have my 2.5 gallon that's planted, has planted substrate and all that. I mean, I did fuck up because I didn't use soil at the bottom. I just used that C-Chem substrate. But one of the plants is growing. So I just want to see if maybe there's a difference in condition of life with real stuff versus fake stuff. So if that works out, I will obviously make videos and let you guys know. But I'd like to thank you guys for watching. This is the second aquarium product review video that I kind of have, even though it's just an unboxing. It's not really a review. But I do appreciate you guys coming to the channel. Please leave a like, leave a comment, and subscribe. The only thing I can say right now as far as what's going in this tank, for sure a beta is going in this tank. I told you guys in the last video, my son originally got a blue vein tail male beta from my parents, but my parents fell for the sales pitch like most elderly parents, you know, elderly grandparents do, about how a beta can live in a cup and it just needs a water change every other day, which is absolutely not true, guys. Betas do need a decent amount of space to live in. Betas need a decent amount of room to thrive, and those cups are not going to cut it. Unfortunately, because we did everything late, like get the tank after we got the fish, try to cycle the tank with the fish in it, I made a lot of mistakes. The fish ended up passing away. It was pretty disappointing. As far as my son is concerned, he thinks it is at a fish doctor, which, you know, I will eventually have to get him another one that looks exactly the same. Fortunately, the vein tail male betas, especially the blue ones, are pretty generic, so I shouldn't have a hard time finding one that looks like it. But you know, it was a whole learning experience, and it's one of the reasons why I want to make these videos now. So if you guys are watching this video with the intention of getting fish for your kids, then please, you know, take everything I've talked about as far as the product at heart. The only thing I would say otherwise is cycle your tanks and everything. Get all your stuff before you get the fish. That's pretty much it. So again, thank you for watching. If you guys liked the video, hit the like button, subscribe, and all of you have a great day. All right.